Hey guys, this is another video coming to you live. Well, live for me, not for you. You'll be getting this in a day or two. Today we're going to be talking about investing apps. There's been a lot of buzz in the news about what app to use because, to be honest with you, Robinhood made a big oopsie. Okay, they shut it down, and a lot of people didn't like that. So I'll be starting with 3 apps that I currently use for investing. These apps are Robinhood, Webull, and M1 Finance. All 3 of these have their own apps and have their pros and cons. I'm gonna go over each one and I'm gonna lead you to a most successful strategy. Okay, starting off first, we need to figure out what makes an app easy to use. All right, so the first thing I look for is the type of charts and the advice that the app gives. Does it give you professional advice only? Does it give you opinion-based advice? And what's the rating on the app? Because there's a lot of brokerages that will review other apps to see if it's worth anything, really. For me, when I started investing, and most likely like you guys, when you first start investing, you want something simple. A lot of things that confuse people are like big numbers, ratios that you don't even understand, and just like, it's just craziness. It's just so much information thrown at you, you can't digest it. It's like when you get a 10-ounce steak from a restaurant, and you can't eat all that. I mean, you probably could, but no, but I'm joking. The main thing I look for is charts, ratios, advice that they give. It's a lot of information.
That's a lot of information to get in 30 seconds.
But you want to make sure it's more streamlined, because if they give you all this information and with what's it called?
A few minutes later. A few inches later.
Oh, when apps give you a whole bunch of acronyms and don't explain what the acronyms are, then that creates problems and distrust for me, because I always feel like the app is trying to hide something. If the app's not trying to hide nothing, then why don't not tell me what it is and how to read it, All right, another thing to look forward to is if you're looking for an app that you want to trade in, do you want to be a day trader, which means you want to get rid of the 9 to 5 and you just want to get on a computer and you want to trade and look at stocks all day in and out. Sometimes that's for people and sometimes it's not. For me, that's not for me. I'm looking more towards dividend growth. And not a lot of heavy swings, right? Because I don't want to see one day my money up here and then the next day my money down there. It's just something that doesn't entice me. I like my money where it is, But at the same time, I do like seeing growth. So here we are. I like seeing my money grow. Okay, number 1, first on our list is we're going to be talking about Robinhood. Robinhood has been in the news for a lot of different things, stopping trading, limit trades, and all kind of craziness. And it wasn't just Robinhood, it was many, many other brokerages. So was Robinhood in it? I'm gonna leave that up to you to decide. But the first thing I can tell you about Robinhood, it is a very good app for day-to-day traders and swing traders, meaning you buy the lows and you trade the highs or whatever. But if you want to invest long term, that is also a good thing that Robinhood does do. Because I invest long term in Robinhood. I still have my Robinhood account, and a lot of other traders still have their Robinhood accounts because we invest for the long run, not the short term gain. The bad thing about Robinhood is the customer service. If you have an issue or a problem with your app, you will have to email them. The customer service base isn't really that strong, considering how well Robinhood has been going and how long the app has been out. It's not as developed as you would like it to be. If you wanted more instant deposits, then you can update to their Robinhood Gold, which is kind of funny because Robinhood stole from the rich and whatever. Another pro about Robinhood is that they do offer a lot of advice in their app. They also give you what's in the news at that time, which are Robinhood snacks every day if you want to. Sometimes it doesn't change because the the stocks that you invest in doesn't have news out every day for it. So sometimes they will just resend you the same stuff. The bad thing about it is Robinhood does not offer an IRA account. So you can't pay your taxes up front and anything like that. But like I said, you still can invest long-term into the Robinhood account. Next, we'll be talking about Webull. Webull is a great app, but way more complex in my opinion. They have charts out the yin-yang, so which is great for the day-to-day trader, right? Because you want to know when a stock hits or when it's not hitting. You want to know everything about the stock. And you also want to know everything about the company that you're talking about, right? Which is great. But for me, if I want to invest in that company, then a lot of times I'll do it for myself. And so Webull is great for a lot of people who want all the information all at one time. And then they can sift through it themselves. Me, I like to kind of find out my own research and research on my own. Also, Webull has tons and tons of alerts, right? So you can set alert for here, set alert for here. Like if a stock is going to this set price, you can set alert. If the stock falls between this price, you can set an alert. So it is great. Another crucial thing that Webull offers is a practice account, which is in other words called a paper account. It's where you can trade on the real market with fake money. It just helps you see how you would do and check your judgment on different things. I think this is a phenomenal way to start learning the ins and outs of trading, because a lot of times a lot of people go in there blind and don't know what to expect and just throwing their money away. And that is definitely not what I'm trying to have you guys do. So our last one on the list is M1 Finance. Okay, so M1 Finance has an IRA account, which is pretty much a retirement account, which is great because you can pay taxes on that and get a dividends from that. They also have a regular standard account such as Webull, Robinhood, and any other brokerage firm that you would want to join. They have the individual tax account. Just like I know I didn't mention in Robinhood and Webull, but all three of these apps have rolled out fractional shares, right? So if a share costs $100 and you only have $10 to put into that share, you can buy a fraction of that share for $10. My philosophy in stocks, if you really want something, go get it. Owning part of something is better than owning none of it. All these with all these apps as well. M1 Finance kind of mirrors Robinhood and Webull in all aspects, just because if you want it simple, you can customize it to a simple one. If you want it more complex, then you can upgrade it to more complex. Granted, depending on your trading levels, depending on how complex you want it, because they have four different tiers that you can upgrade it. My opinion is M1 Finance is probably the best app to use for the day-to-day trader, and even for the long-term trader if you want an IRA, because you can also have a custodian account for your kid. That's what we're here for. We're here to set up our kids so that they can have a great life and a better life than us, you know? Also, in M1 Finance, they have these pre-built portfolios. So you can put a date, put a time, put how much you're going to be investing, and you can put it in there, and you can be like, hey, I want to retire at age 55, and I'm going to put in $100 a month. And then they'll tell you, well, okay, we can predict that it's going to be about this much in your portfolio. Or they can be like, hey, I recommend these companies to invest in. Invest your time, invest your money in. All three of these apps are similar, and all of them are good apps. Don't get me wrong, all of them are good apps. But in my honest opinion, I like M1 Finance and I like Robinhood the best, just because I've been with them longer. They're all running a promotion at this time. I'm going to link my link on the bottom of it. And you can follow that link, and then I'll get a free stock, you get a free stock. Everyone has their different ones. Robinhood gives you a free stock up front, so does Webull. I encourage everybody to invest in what you love. So if you love Nike, invest in Nike. If you love chocolate bananas, invest in a company that makes chocolate bananas, because that's what you love and that's what you always going to buy into anyway. So why not own a piece of that company? My next video will be coming out again next week. I'm going to try to make this a constant thing. Let me know what you want to learn about. My next video is most likely going to be the college savings plan, because most of my viewers want to know that. I'm gonna let you know the tax advantages and the tax disadvantages and what happens to the money if no one invests in, if your kid turns out doesn't want to go to college. Tune in next week. I'm gonna have more information. I'm gonna get you what you want. I'm gonna get you what you need. I'm gonna get you what you love. This is Generational Mo, and I'm signing out. See you later, fam.